Karani. So I'm going to lift my butt up off the floor and place my hands underneath my butt here and lie back down. So the elbows are still out to the side, but having the hands underneath the hips just gives you a little bit of elevation, and it also lets your bum massage your hands. Not your hands massaging your bum, because the palms of your hands are planted into the earth. Lift the feet up towards the sky, and we're just going to hang out here. So the feet aren't flexed or pointed, they're just kind of relaxed. The knees are bent, and you can stay here. So Viparita Karani, or waterfall pose, is one of my all-time favorite asana. As you can see, it's an inversion. And because we're always going forward and doing things that are upright, this shape literally shifts your perspective. So if you're having a super duper stressful time or experiencing high levels of anxiety, get down low and stick your feet up in the air. Such a calming experience. And we've literally shifted our perspective. So we're staring up at the sky if you're outdoors, or if you're indoors, maybe closing the eyes and imagining the night sky or the blue clouds and the infinite possibilities of the world beyond our little personal bubble. We're going to take another 3 breaths here in this beautiful space. Of course, Viparita Karani can be done with your legs up the wall for support. So just scoot your butt right up to the wall and swing the legs on up there. You can stay for as long as you like. You can also do it supported on a block or a bolster underneath the sacrum. Any of these versions are awesome. As you exhale, lower the heels, the feet down to the earth. And I want you to think about bringing the feet or the heels closer to the butt. My hands are still planted here. We're going to take a little variation of bridge pose. So with your next inhale breath, activate the feet into the floor. Start to lift the hips and press back into the shoulders, feeling the elongation of the spine, the neck. Feel the blood rush back into your fingertips and reach the arms up towards the sky. Try and reach the fingertips as though you want to grab hold of the sun, the moon, and the stars. Everything that you experienced out there in your Viparita Karani. Exhale and release the back body down towards the earth. Extend your right leg out to the right side and your left leg to the left. Here we are in Shavasana. Take a deep inhale breath, and as you exhale, sigh it out. So a really beautiful tool for anxiety is what I call the squeeze and release. So it's a pretty simple thing where we're going to go through and scan all the different parts of the body. So first off, we're going to squeeze up the feet and the toes, and as you exhale the breath, let that go. So as you inhale, squeeze and tighten up the legs and the hips and the butt cheeks. Exhale and let that all go. As you inhale, tighten up everything. Squeeze the shoulders, the tummy and the back. As you exhale, let that go. Squeeze the fists into a little ball. Squeeze the arms and the shoulders and the neck. Exhale and let go. Last one, squeeze the face and the head. And as you exhale, feel the whole body deeply surrender to the earth. That squeeze and release method where you inhale, hold on tight to everything, feeling the tension in your body. And then as you exhale, surrendering, letting go and releasing that tension to the earth. It's almost like you're expelling that final burst of stress or anxiety and just letting that shit go. Leaving way for you to peacefully rest in your Shavasana. My yogi friends, you are more than welcome to stay as little or as long as you like in your Shavasana. In fact, you can turn off this video right now and ignore the world for the next 10 minutes. We're just going to take another few rounds of breath here, just enjoying our relaxed state. If and when, if ever, you are ready to come out of your Shavasana, start to find some gentle movement in the fingers and toes. Reach and stretch the feet away from you. Hands up over the head. Fingers and toes as far away from each other as your body will allow. Gently walk the heels back up to the butt and roll over to your left. Press the hand into the earth and lift yourself back up into Sukhasana, easy seated pose. So quite often after practice is a really beautiful time to take even just 5 minutes in your meditation practice. So sitting on a bolster or a block or a special meditation cushion is a fantastic thing to encourage you to stay longer in your meditation. So when you sit on the block, I'll turn side on for the purpose of this. Sit back onto the block. What we want is the hips up higher than the knees, and this is why our asana practice is so important, opening up into the hips and allowing us to sit a little longer in this space. Find a comfortable cross of the legs. Now for me that's half or a semi-lotus pose, so bringing the feet right into the crutch or the groin. That allows me length in the back body. For some people it might just be that you're in Sukhasana. Don't be afraid of using blocks, so chopping underneath the leg or using a bolster, just so that you can create that space and take any stress or tension out of any muscles in the body. So this support under here, if I'm not there, I can feel that there's a lot of stretching happening in my adductor on the inside of my thigh. The minute I return the block underneath the knee, it allows that part of the body a little bit of a reprieve, and I settle into that. So I'm removing that tension from the body, which can, in your meditation, decrease the time in your meditation, and it can be a distraction. It can also create anxiety in your meditation because you think, shit, I'm not comfortable, I can't stay here. This is really frustrating. So what we want to do is remove as many of those obstacles as we can for you. One of the ways we remove those obstacles is with props. So again, coming back to the block, I'm seated on the block, whatever is your comfortable space, and honestly, experiment with these. You'll see pictures of yogis and they're sitting in lotus pose, which is one leg crossed on top of the other one up on here. This is half lotus. Sometimes I meditate in this space. It took me a while to get back here to find comfortability in this space, but my most comfortable spot is this one, and I can stay here for a long time seated in this space. And you can see I'm pretty upright, and what I've done is removed that pinching sensation by elevating the hips. So I don't feel like I'm leaning forward into the space or too far back. I feel an openness. It's when we start to cut off the blood flow, or we start to create tension in this space here, makes the feet go to sleep, and then you're like, I think my foot's going to fall off. So also like not very helpful. So experiment